Mikey. Last time you guys played the Eagles, they went after Marshawn pretty heavily. The roles were reversed a little bit this go around, and they were targeting you as heavily or so. How much would you want or welcome that kind of a challenge?
It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Let's play ball.
Hey, Mikey, when you look at this defense at this stage of the game, how would you describe this defense as the way they played last week and even going into this championship game this week?
Our defense.
Yes, your defense.
I think it was good for us to go out there and be able to play as dominant as we did. Of course, there's some things that we could continue to clean up, um, but I think just being able to create 5 turnovers is huge. It's one of the things that we preach here is the ball is life, and for us to finally be able to put together a performance where we're able to create that many turnovers in a game, it was fun to be a part of, and I think that we can continue doing that moving forward.
What's your impression of this Eagles passing offense and how, if at all, is it different from the first 2 times you saw them?
Yeah, they have weapons everywhere. They have really good receivers. They have a good quarterback, good running back who could catch the ball at the backfield. So I think just being able to make sure we limit the explosives, and again just create turnovers, I think that we'll be in a good spot.
When did playing outside really start to feel normal for you during the season?
I think just every single week the game becomes slower and slower. Just being able to take the coaching that I'm getting, learn techniques, and just being able to understand what my assignment is within a concept um, allows me to be able to go out there and just hone in on what I'm supposed to do.
Been asked this 1,000 times, but how does your background as a receiver, how do you think that helps you in the defensive backfield?
I would say just, Coach Simmons says this all the time. Like he says, I'm a ball guy in terms of when the football is in the air. So just being able to not panic when the ball is in the air, whether I'm able to make a play to get an interception or if I am just looking at the receiver and knowing he's about to catch it, just being able to stay calm and play through his hands and not panic, like I just said. But just being able to have that in my back pocket helps me, aside from being able to understand concepts, formations, and what type of plays I could begin, stuff like that.
What do you think has maybe been overlooked about this team?
I think just how dominant that we really are. I think we're underestimated because teams just might think that they are better than us. We're a newer team or whatever that is. We don't. Whatever the outside noise is doesn't matter to us. And as you see it right there on the wall, anybody, anywhere, anytime. And that's just we believe in who we say we are, and that's all that matters.
You were talking about making plays on balls and coverage. How have you sort of evolved in terms of balancing being smart in coverage, and kind of those difference-making plays, the interceptions, those sort of things?
Just knowing when to take risks. You know, over the course of a game, there's probably 3 to 5 plays that are for sure gonna look like what you saw on film. So when those plays come about, don't be scared to go make it. The rest of a football game is just you being a player, you reacting to what you see. Um, but when you have those green light plays, those are the ones that you got to make. Those are the ones that, if you do make them, are going to be spoken about. The rest of the plays, like I mentioned, are just plays that you're just playing with your instincts. You're using the technique that you've been taught. You're going through, you're using the skills that you got during the week of practice.
On a lot of teams, being a second-round cornerback and all that, to be a lot of attention on you. Obviously, when Jaden Daniels is sort of face of the franchise #2 pick, has it helped at all? Maybe kind of a lot of attention being on Jaden, and kind of what has your guys' relationship been like over the past maybe year of getting to know each other?
That's my boy. That's my brother. You know what I mean? Like, he deserves everything that he's getting right now. I'm happy for him. I'm super happy for him, and I'm glad that I'm on the same team as him. I could tell you that much. And it feels good to be going through this with him, and just even all the other rookies in our class. Everyone that they brought in we have a tight bond. We all support each other. We all root for each other, and I think that's the type of things they were looking for when they did draft us.
Everyone obviously has made a big deal about you guys getting this far, especially from the historical perspective here of where things have been. The last 2 years, you won a national title, and now you're in the semifinals here. For you, this must be just like this is what it is, right?
I mean, it's like it's good to be a part of for sure. What we did in college was great. I'm glad I was able to leave on that note, and currently, being in this position, I'm definitely not going to take it for granted because through experience of other guys on the team, just what they've talked about in terms of what it feels like to be on the other side. That's definitely something I don't ever want to experience. So to come in and have this be my standard is, definitely still focused on this season. But for the future, just if this is the standard that, I've been able to come into, that's a standard I want to continue to have moving forward.
And with Devontae Smith, what's the biggest challenge going up against a guy like that for you? Obviously, speed guy. But what's the biggest challenge?
He's a great route runner. I think he also has great ball skills. So I think the challenge this week is just going to be able to, just be sticky in coverage, stay true to my technique, hold my technique longer, and just get up there and just, be physical at the line. And, he's going to make some plays. That's what good receivers do. So just, next play mentality and just, the whoever could go whoever could go longer for 4 quarters straight. That's what it's going to come down to for me, Marshawn, Noah, all the DBs that we play and whatever receivers we go against.
You're always going to be linked to Eagles cornerbacks Quinyon Mitchell and Cooper DeJean. You're also part of a draft day trade for Cooper. Do you have any relationship with those guys, and what's it been like being a part of that same rookie class? You've both had very successful seasons.
Yeah, those are two of my friends. I actually trained with Quinyon during the off season. And Cooper, of course, playing against him in college. But, they're two great guys, two great corners as well. So just, what they're doing over there in Philly is, I'm happy for them. I'm glad that they're having success. I don't really pay attention to all the comparisons, and, it is what it is. People like who they like. I'm just glad that we're all able to be contributing and making an impact on the teams that we're on. And I'm glad we get to go against each other again this upcoming Sunday. So I'm just hoping that we all go out there and make plays. Of course, I hope the plays we make over here on this side matter a little more when the game's said and done. But I'm always going to be rooting for them, wishing them success.
Hey, Mikey. So one of the many things that Coach Quinn talks about is not getting too high, not getting too low. And how are you all just staying? It just seems like, of course, after the game, you all are excited, but then it's just business as usual. So how are you all just maintaining that level-headedness in preparation for an NFC Championship game?
I would say just understanding, to get to where you want to be, there's a certain way you have to act. And you have to be able to move forward, whether it's a win, whether it's a loss. You have to be able to move forward. You enjoy the win. You learn from the losses. Of course, you learn from the wins as well, but you have to give yourself that 24-hour rule. When Magic Johnson came here to speak to us, he said you have to fall in love with the process of winning. And, to be a winner, you have to be able to take every opportunity and grow from it. So how can you grow from the last win? How can you grow from the last loss? What did you learn about yourself? Just being able to take whatever you learn, improve, and understand moving forward that there's more to be done. There's more work to be done, and not being complacent. So for us, it's just we know what the end goal is, but we can't get to that end goal without getting through the week-to-week process, the day-to-day process. So just being able to, wake up every day and maximize each and every 24 hours that we get to getting towards that end goal, we have to make sure we do exactly that.